South Jamaica, baby, they made me to be the greatest. Serving the deed of my creators, fresh off of my high haters. It's the king again, Magdalene, chauffeured, bragging and boasting.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. It's another day, another dollar video. Welcome to the channel. I'm finally going to be reacting to the Tales of Toronto crazy story of Top 5. This was one that a couple of y'all was asking me to react to for a minute. And, you know, I didn't time this. I know that his trial just started and I'm doing this reaction. It's not like I meant for that to happen. It's just now is the time that I'm doing it. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with him. You know, like I'm interested to see if he's going to beat this situation. And we living at a time where there's so many rappers just locked up right now. Like it's him, Doovie, K-Flock, like so many rappers at the height of their career that's getting locked up, which is wild to me. But yeah, man, I don't know too much about his story, so this is one that I've been looking forward to doing. I've done a lot of like Tales of Toronto before. I did the Savages from the 6, and I don't think I ever did anything on Top 5. So yeah, man, without further ado, let's hop right into this joint. Let's check it out, man.
Top 5 is one of the most influential rappers in Toronto, but growing up in jungle, he encountered several ups and downs throughout his life. From losing his brother to gun violence, to going on
you come from a hood called Jungle. What do you expect, right?
So without further ado,
his hood is literally called Jungle.
The tribulations of Top 5 and discover how he became Toronto's most hated rapper alive.
U.S. authorities don't identify the shooter or the driver, but they say Canadian investigators were able to use more surveillance video to track that car and identify a third man in the back seat. They say that was Hassan Ali.
Authorities allege the motive was revenge for the 2017 killing of Ali's brother, Syed Ali, known as Foolish, adding Ali subsequently discussed killing people in retaliation for his brother's death on public social media posts, including one less than 3 days before the murder.
We can't meet most wanted, like I'm just being honest. Spin your block with Larry, someone's getting buried. The way we do these hits, we so legendary. Your block is getting scary, cause I'm on the daily.
Them GG's got you, fuck!
That was the funniest video with TJ.
24-year-old Hassan Ali, better known by his stage.
So I heard something that his brother that got killed wasn't even in the streets, which that always sucks, bro. Like, I don't know if his brother was targeted to you know, they wanted to get him, so they got his brother type shit. But it always sucks when it's the one that's not in the streets that gets killed. So that's gonna make you, if you're a savage, that's gonna turn you even more of a savage, bro. Because they killed an innocent person that wasn't even in the streets. So now you feel like you got more to prove and shit, you know, and that's his brother. So, you know, I can understand why he is the way he is a little bit. You get what I'm saying?
Stage named Top 5 is a Toronto drill artist reigning from Lawrence Heights, aka Jungle. It's the same Jungle that Drake referenced in his 2015 song, dedicated to a girl he was seeing in the neighborhood.
Trust me, girl, this shit is everything to me. She from the jungle. She from the jungle.
And it's the same Jungle that was once home to Olympic gold medalist Donovan Bailey. However, it is also the same Jungle that was once the scene of 7 separate shooting incidents that occurred over a 2-week period.
Holy,
you see,
15-day period?
Activity aren't uncommon in this blighted neighborhood. In fact, this level...
Bro, if there's 7 shootings in a 15-day period on the same block, the police might as well open up a police station there, bro. You feel me? Mobile central unit or something. Like, why the fuck would you even bother leaving if you know they're gonna come back and shoot eventually?
Of criminality was occurring since 2006, the same year Toronto police would establish the controversial Tavis unit in an effort to deter the crime, which locals say only made it worse. It wouldn't be until 2015, nearly a decade later, when city leaders and the police chief would make real efforts in revitalizing the troubled neighborhood, but for some residents, the damage was already done.
They're just typical police, always coming late. They're always late to the party, bro. You could call them and they show up a half hour later, like,
Originally from
you're
Somalia,
dead already.
Top 5's parents immigrated to Jungle, specifically Varna Drive, before the infamous 12-year-long Somali rebellion could begin. By the year 2000, his mother would have given birth to 10 children, 4 of them being boys.
Damn.
The oldest was Yusuf, aka Rhino. Next up was Saeed, aka Foolish. Then came Ahmed. Then the youngest of the bunch, Top 5, was born.
Ah, so he's the
During
baby.
their formative years, the 4 brothers took a keen interest in basketball. The oldest brother, Yusuf, played at the collegiate level with Seneca College, where he led the team to a national championship, then ended his career at Ryerson University. Saeed was a hooper as well.
So why his brother never like went to the NBA? I mean, he was just college level. He wasn't NBA level, but that's impressive, man.
But he didn't play with as much intensity and was more of a class clown, hence the nickname Foolish. Top 5 was also a decent baller. Despite standing at 5 feet 5 inches, his ball skills are what earned him the moniker Top 5, because he was top 5 within his age group.
Okay. My son really was a shooter, though. My son really could shoot. Ooh, the behind the back? Nah, that was crazy.
When it came to pure skill, however, Ahmed was a different story. For those who were keeping up with Toronto's high school basketball scene during 2015, some may recognize him as the kid that dropped 103 points in a single game.
Hoop dreams are
Nah,
coming
that's
true
wild.
in Toronto after a high school basketball player hit rare air. Point guard Ahmed Ali led his team to victory this week, becoming just the second Canadian player ever to score more than 100 points in a game. How did you do this? You had 30 points after the first quarter, 48 at the half. How did all of this happen?
Just a night, like when I went to the change room, the coach was telling me, he was telling the whole team to like get me going, like feed the hot hand, and then from there, I seen the team give me the ball. I made like 4 threes in a row. When I came on halftime, I had 12 points coming out of in the third quarter, like straight. I just knew it was gonna be a special night. And
103 points, bro. Like, I'm still like processing that.
You can go for Denham Brown numbers.
What are his numbers?
His is 111.
111.
Yeah, I was thinking
So we know Foolish passed away. Like, what's going on with his brothers now?
about Kobe 81, but then, man, that was a night I can't forget.
He became the second Canadian high school basketball player to score more than 100 points in a game, with Denham Brown putting up 111 back in 2002. According to North Pole Hoops, Ahmed, who they ranked as one of the top 50 Canadian high schoolers in 2015, hit an absurd 23 threes, 5 of which were from half court. On top of that, he did it all shooting 50 to 60% from the field. The historic feat made news across the continent, and it even inspired Drake to wear his jersey on stage during his Summer 16 tour. Most are probably assuming this is how Drake and Top 5 got linked up, but prior to the historic game, Top 5 had already caught the eye of the global superstar in a rather unique way.
I'm Drake Shooter.
I came in 30 deep.
It all started in 2013 at the end of the first annual OVO Bounce tournament when former NBA player Brandon Jennings took his shirt off. Top 5 was in the crowd and went to take a pic with Jennings, but he decided to take his shirt off as well, resulting in this iconic photo op that would go viral. In an interview with former Vice News reporter Slava Patsuk, Top 5 was quoted saying,
His
"We
brother
posted
right
that
there
pic,
behind
and
him."
Since that day, it's been hashtag shirt off shoddy." The shirt off shoddy era was an iconic moment in Toronto's history, as over the course of the next 2 years, Top 5 would continue the shirtless trend with other celebs, including Drake, who he managed to build a rapport with pretty quickly.
We take a shirt off anymore. Squad, man. Squad, man.
Oh, them ones killer.
Just by taking his shirt off and photobombing celebrities, Top 5 managed to gain a couple thousand followers.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You see a little glimpse of his marketing at that point. You feel me? Like, that boy know how to use the internet, man. Like, you gotta give him his props for that. You know what I'm saying?
On Instagram, and by the summer of 2014, he would begin to capitalize on his newfound fame.
I said, sure, I'll shot him. I said, sure, I'll shot him.
August 12th, 2014, Top 5 released his debut single, Shirt Off Shawty. The now deleted video rose to roughly 2,000 views in the first few days until it burned out to only a few daily visits. With it being Top 5's debut and how small Toronto's underground rap scene was at the time, these numbers shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. But 4 months later, on December 12th,
why you look like
Drake
that,
would
bro?
post one picture to his Instagram account, ultimately changing the trajectory of the video's success overnight. This low-quality flick, captioned back in the 6th, word to Top 5, shows Drake watching Top 5's debut song.
And he got the boy Drake like tuning in, tapping into what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta give him some pride. Like that's some legendary shit right there. You get what I'm
Picture hit
saying?
50,000 likes in less than 24 hours, while the music video's view count broke 40,000.
Drake should have signed him though.
Now, what I think makes Top 5 stand out from the rest of Toronto's rap scene is his business mindset. I'm sure we all can think of a couple artists who had their little one-hit wonder and fell off the face of the planet the next day. And
All you had to do, my son CJ like that.
Who got put on by the biggest artists in the world, such as Drake, and still dropped the ball. Well, Top 5 was in a unique situation. At just 16 years old, he had both a viral song and the attention of the biggest artist in the world. Being a kid raised in jungle, with little to no experience in the music industry, I'm sure most thought Top 5 was just another kid getting his 15 minutes of fame, but little did they know, he had a blueprint ready.
Keep motivated.
I'm top 5. Shirt off. The Hall of Fame.
April 22nd, 2015. Just 4 months after Drake's shout-out, Top 5 would drop out of high school and dive into the music industry at full force. With Wasp Gang rapper Robin Banks, who was the frontrunner for Toronto's underground rap scene at the time, Top 5 released his first hit song. Sitting at more than 2 million views, Hall of Fame set a standard for the scene that year, as following
I don't remember if I reacted to that. I might have though. It does sound familiar.
Following its release, several artists from around the city would follow up with bangers of their own, seeing similar success.
81 shots on your block, no Kobe. Switch it up with the left, like to
No
know
oblique.
real nigga like water, you can't hold me. I say I love my religion.
It's funny because like I always see people always mention that era of Toronto music was like the best, like the 2015, 2016 era. I wasn't even on YouTube at that point. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy though. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice to actually like do reactions at that time, you know, like to be around during that era. You know what I'm saying? I always said if I would have been on YouTube like 10 years before I got on it, I would have probably been up already. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is though. I was doing music myself, you get what I'm saying? And I ain't even know YouTube was as lit as it is now. You get what I'm saying? So I always think about that shit though. Cause I was way more like raw than I am, bro. Like I was different, bro. I have that personality that more outgoing. Like now I'm just chill. So that's why it is what it is. But yeah. Let me shut the fuck up.
Pull up in that black Challenger. G or me, tour around Canada.
2015 was undoubtedly a huge stepping stone for Toronto's underground rap scene, with videographers M Works and Ham Productions playing a vital role in the success as well. For Top 5, however, he continued to separate himself from the rest. Alongside Robin Banks, they went international, taking their talents to the UK and performing at several sold-out events.
That's crazy.
Going into 2016, I think we all can agree the flame in Toronto kept burning, and if anything, it got stronger.
Yo, what ya? Bring that shit back.
Oh my God. Let's go home.
My shirt off on any block. Go get it. My shirt off on any block. Who with it? My shirt off on any block. Shirt off.
Arguably Toronto's best year not just musically, but as a whole, 2016 kicked off with a bang. On January 19th, Top 5 would release his hit song, Shirt Off on Any Block. The track was so hard, even Toronto police couldn't help but play it.
Hey, yo. The cops
3
is
months
fucking
later,
with it, bro.
Drake released
Yeah,
it.
that's how you know it's real when the cops is bumping your shit, bro. That's how you know you made
His
it.
highly anticipated album, Views, with songs like One Dance, Controller, and Hotline Bling. The Grammy-nominated album
That was a good
delivered
album.
countless summer classics, including this gem of a bar. For an album that sold more than 1 million units in its first week, the cosign was huge. But in usual Top 5 fashion, he capitalized on the moment and went on interviews with major networks like Noisy and MTV, where he allowed fans to get a more personal look at his life.
I'm not a Toronto-based artist, I'm a jungle-based artist.
So that's one thing that like I noticed about him. Like every time he gets like a mention or a shout out, he immediately capitalizes off of it. You know, that's how you gotta be. Like if you want to do YouTube and shit like that, like when shit is trending, you gotta like be the first one to do the video. You know what I'm saying? And be the first one to talk about something. That's how you gotta do it. But you know, you got a life and you're busy, aka your boy. You can't always capitalize, but it is what it is, man. You know, like it's interesting to see the side of him. Everybody just thinks, oh, he's just a goofball, he's just a troll, he's toxic, you know, but meanwhile, he had a plan and he was smart and he knows how to get them views. And, you know, the music be fire every now and then. You get what I'm saying? So, can't hate on that.
Jungle, we had nothing, so we turned nothing to something. Toronto, a lot of guys have the same sound. Jungle, we have our own sound. No one in the game sounds like Top 5. Keep it real right now.
This is Born to Drive right now. Talk about it every day. We had Drake here live in the summer.
Since meeting Drake, I've been getting a lot of girls to take the shirt off. Started rapping, I didn't know it was gonna blow up. A couple more songs, I'll have a house in Brattle Path. That's my goal. Have a house in Brattle Path, get my mom out the hood. And get my family out the hood.
At this point, things were only going up for Top 5. He was breaking barriers most of the scene were afraid to get close to, but as we all know, when it comes to the Tales of Toronto series, things tend to get out of hand real fast.
Here's the drama.
Somewhere, dog. Stay outside, but stay outside right now. Get the fuck outside. Get your ass booming on. Get the fuck out, boy. Who's you fucking pointing at? I'll boom on you right now.
This artist Top 5. Do you
I
know
don't
who
go
you're talking
fucking
to?
the fuck you talk to. I like you, Drake ass. Off the street, you bum ass. Wear flip flops, looking motherfucker. Stuff you right now.
Yo, go get the burner, bro.
Go get the burner, broski.
Sometime around the start of summer 2017, a video would be posted to Instagram showing two men harassing Top 5 at a subway. Although 5 can be heard saying his famous quote,
Yo, go get the burner, bro.
"Nobody was hurt." However, Top 5's troubles that year were just beginning.
That this
Man
year
in
his
20s
brother
was shot
died?
to death last night near Dufferin and Lawrence. For more, let's go live now to CB24's Christina Tenalia. Christina, what's the latest here?
Well, the latest is we've learned the identity of the victim from police, Nick. He has been identified as 22-year-old Syed Ali of Toronto. His body over here this morning, sadly, right here on Via Bagnato and Lawrence Avenue West. This whole area littered with shell casings, including this blue car right across the street here. So there may have been a chase. There may have been some kind of altercation between the victim and his attacker or attackers. Police cannot confirm yet. They do say, though, they believe that Mr. Ali and his attacker or attackers exchanged some words. Now, it is early in the investigation.
Late on July 30th of that same year, Top 5's brother Foolish would go out to get some drinks and snacks at a plaza in the Jungle neighborhood with a couple friends. Towards midnight, they would all go their separate ways, with Foolish making his way across a Shoppers Drug Mart park.
It's crazy because it's like, if you see any fucking hood movie, something always happens when dudes end up going dolo by themselves. Like, yo, I see you, I'll check you. And when they go off dolo by themselves, it's like, that's when the shit happens, where it's like, you know, you gotta be on point, man. And I seen recently some dude at a bus stop got bodied, bro. Innocent dude at that. Like, that shit pisses me off. And it's just like, bro, like, what's the answer to this shit, bro? It's like, do you have to carry a gun outside nowadays, bro? Like, I feel like it should be legal. Dudes should be able to legally carry guns, because you got dudes dying that's not even involved in shit, bro. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Did they ever catch the shooter that killed his brother, though?
Parking lot. As he was walking, a gunman in a car pulled up beside him and unloaded a flurry of shots in his direction. Foolish was struck once in the thigh, puncturing an artery. He remained on the ground, bleeding out for an extended period of time, until a passerby noticed him. He called the paramedics, but by the time they arrived,
he probably could have survived that. That's the foul thing about it.
he had already succumbed to his injuries.
Too much blood
His murder
loss.
is unsolved to this day. Foolish was a loved member of the jungle community, and although he didn't engage in any sort of gang activity, he often associated with a violent gang in the area known as the Jungle Bloods, which may have played a part in his untimely demise.
Sometimes
Top
you're
5
guilty
can
by
also be tied
association
to the
just from
crew,
being
as
from
the
there.
majority of his videos often featured a sea of them, but after the death of his brother and as his brand began to grow exponentially, Top 5 and the Jungle Bloods developed a subset crew called the Go Get Them Gang, aka the GGs. Alongside Top 5, notable GG members include Flippa, G41, 100, and Money Boy. They would often threaten anyone who dissed Foolish after he passed, even going as far as posting the threats blatantly on social media, but even that didn't stop rivals from dissing Foolish. Most of these insults, however, came from one particular crew, known as the Falstaff Crips. Located on the corner of Jane Street.
See, I didn't even know Falstaff had Crips and shit. Like, I just thought it was a neighborhood beef between them and Jungle. I know there's the rapper 9 that's from Falstaff I reacted to before. So I was like, you know, like even with GGs, I didn't know they were blood. You get what I'm saying? And Pressa's Crip, right? So it's just weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear them, you're not thinking blood or Crip. You just, oh, that's GGs. Oh, that's the staff. You get what I'm saying? Like,
and Falstaff Avenue sits 3 buildings, nicknamed 234. The name comes from the first numbers of each building unit, that being 20, 30, and 40 Falstaff. The infamous Falstaff Crips, a territorial street gang, are believed to have been founded here in the mid to late 1990s. Toronto police claim active members of this gang trafficked various drugs at a street level and had a high propensity for violence. The Falstaff Crips gained an absurd amount of enemies since its conception, with storied rivalries with gangs in Rexdale and both the north and south side of Jane and Finch. This caused the 3 buildings to become what news articles refer to as a shooting range. By May of 2010, police made 71 arrests during pre-dawn raids in the GTA and Ottawa area as part of an investigation called Project Corral, which targeted the Falstaff Crips. During the raids, police seized 19 firearms, an alarming amount of drugs, diamonds, body armor, and even luxury motor vehicles. Since the mass arrests of the Falstaff OGs, many of the younger kids from the 234 block began taking part in the politics that came with their neighborhood. One of them was 16-year-old Hanad Ali. Raised in one of the 3 subsidized buildings, Hanad...
Oh, this is clutch. This is the one that Top 5 always dissing, bro. I never knew he was from the staff, bro. That's wild. 16.
Known as Clutch, had aspirations of becoming a rapper. He was closely associated with some of the local talent, including 9 and LO, both of which have heavy affiliations with the Falstaff Crips. On a Snapchat account owned by Clutch, a disturbing video was posted to his story showing what appears to be him, with a Shoppers Drug Mart bag over his head, and the song, Problems by 9, playing in the background.
Up in them blocks, boy, you know that's a problem. Lizzie hold my pants up on my dick like a condom. It's been like 30 minutes and fuck, finally caught. Shooting my shot at them.
So they was dissing Top 5's brother.
Headshots kill up.
This was a direct diss towards Foolish, who, as you all remember, was shot in a Shoppers Drug Mart parking lot.
That's why he had the bag on.
The video was released, but what is known is that Clutch's lapse in judgment would prove to be fatal.
Yeah, you mocking.
The people kill my son. They don't have to hide themselves. They has to come up. You know, there has to be a man.
It's just amazing to me that it's always like black on black crime, bro. It's always black on black, Spanish on Spanish. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why do we do this shit to each other, bro? Over what? Politics, over colors, over territory, over it'd be over nothing, bro.
Mother of a murdered 16-year-old Hanad Abdullahi.
I get it. After a while, you know, you're just getting back because they killed your man, so now you got to kill their man. It's a cycle that doesn't end.
His mother's appeal late last.
But it's like we're killing each other, like.
August 1st, 2019. After spending the day playing video games with a friend, Clutch would make his way back to his apartment at 30 Falstaff. As he made his way up the staircase of the building, one vehicle carrying 3 gunmen would pull up, make their way to the staircase Clutch was walking up and fired 10 shots at him. The gunman would take off immediately, while it would take nearly 30 minutes for a 911 call to be made. By the time paramedics would arrive, Clutch had already passed. His murder is unsolved to this day. Now most are probably assuming Top 5 and the GGs went straight to dissing Clutch, but they didn't, because 1 month prior to the incident, Top 5 led officers on a car chase across jungle after he was caught driving erratically. It ended with him escaping after a brief foot chase, but a warrant was placed for his arrest and he was subsequently captured and charged with several offenses, including 2 counts of dangerous operation of a vehicle.
He probably had a gun on him too.
Remained inactive for nearly 4 months after his arrest until November 23rd, when he would post a clip of him at Yorkdale Mall pressing New York-based rapper Little TJ, who was in Toronto for a show.
TJ, Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Fud.
Fud.
Them GG's got you. Fud, you fucking goof.
Fud.
Go to the corner then.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I know people always get on the accent, but imagine you see some dude like Top 5 talk about Fud. He gonna laugh, bro.
Do it for the camera. Come to the corner.
But he probably had that thing on him. You never know, bro.
Niggas know how the fuck we rock. Niggas know how we rocking.
This is funny.
Toronto's,
The Fud.
Go get them gang runs and sticks. Gotta check in. When you come around Europe though, and you think that left off the...
My thing is, what made him want to go at TJ? I feel like that was like a clout chase move, bro. TJ's a bigger rapper than him at that point in their careers. Like, why are you clout chasing the New York dude, bro? Let's be real. That was a clout chase.
Barna, this is the nigga you gotta check in with. Or you gonna see some demons at your fucking head top. But nigga, Lil TJ, I swear to God, go live in York though. On my bro Foolish, you'll die right now. Goof. I'm calling that hit. Yo, he goes live on New York to kill him in the mall. In the fucking mall. 40 bags.
I feel like he's dragging him.
Yo, $300. He's not worth it.
That's super federal right there, bro.
You know what? Let's play this game right now. Lil TJ is gangster, right? Go live on this. Go Insta live in York the mall. You're dying. I'm coming. I'll get the burner. Bro, C doesn't have to bring the burner. I have the burner now.
We gon' do some more, just some more. Even though we catch one, yeah, we up the score. We gon' do some more, just some more.
Just 2 days after the Little TJ debacle, Top 5 would release his highly controversial song, Drill Some More, featuring fellow GGG member Flippa. The song, littered with bars about catching bodies and taunting rival gang members, which
I feel like, you know, it's funny now that I've done so many reactions and I know a little bit about the history and the polys. I feel like if I was to go back and to re-listen to a lot of these songs, I'm gonna catch shit. I'm gonna catch a lot of lines that probably went over my head the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I have that, you know, the history now, like I learned a lot.
5 insists is purely for entertainment purposes, showed a different side of the rising star. He was louder, harsher, and outright disrespectful, but as the days went on, the erratic Instagram...
I'm gonna be honest with you, he was better. He sounded a lot better. This version of Top 5, the toxic version, is a lot better, bro, as an artist.
Live streams and songs about catching bodies were evidently...
It sounds different. You get what I'm saying? Like, it hit different.
22-year-old man gunned down near Bloor and Dundas yesterday is speaking out. With more, we're joined live by CP24's Brendan Gonez. Brendan.
Yeah, Jackie. Well, 22-year-old Jerome Bell was shot in the Junction yesterday afternoon around 3:30, then transported to hospital, but later died in hospital. And I can tell you it has been a very difficult day for the family, still trying to make sense of what has occurred. Here's the bit of good news, though. They have received a lot of support on social media. There has also been a makeshift memorial started on Randolph Avenue. That is the location that Jerome was shot at. Here's a little bit about Jerome. He was one of 4 siblings. He was also an aspiring rapper. And according to his friends, he went by the nickname Murda. Now, we spoke with his sister.
With Flippa picking up 2 separate first-degree murder cases just 4 months after the release of his debut song, Top 5 and the GGs undoubtedly suffered a major blow, but that was all quickly forgotten as just 2 months later, Top 5 would see what some would regard as his first major L of his career.
Well, let's now focus on the situation in Toronto. Canada's largest city has gone under a 4-week lockdown, the second time since the pandemic began.
Groups picketing outside the city legislature building in Toronto, protesting lockdown restrictions there. City leaders
I also want to talk about what's happening in Toronto today, because people did take to the streets demanding an end to restrictions meant to curb the COVID-19 infection rate.
The virus is a smokescreen. It's a hoax.
For Toronto, the start of 2020 not only came with the coronavirus, but also the longest continuous COVID-19 lockdown of any major city in the world. As this happened, one of the many trends that were created during that year were Instagram live shows, such as Swizz Beatz and Timbaland's Versus and Tory Lanez Quarantine Radio. Well, for
I ain't gonna lie, I know the pandemic was crazy, but I ain't gonna lie, I kind of missed that era, bro. Kind of missed that shit, bro. I was getting so much money, bro. Feel me? I was getting so much money and I was just chilling, bro. I was buying mad shit.
Toronto, the city was blessed with the DJ Snoopy show, which delivered quality moments like this.
Why you have to cuss before me?
You think I need to fucking block you? Who are you for me to block?
Who am I? Let me tell you.
Who are you? Don't play no music. I'm talking.
You're now listening to DJ Snoopy,
Who are you
Canada's
for me
most
to block?
requested. You're now listening to DJ
Snoopy,
Snoopy, Canada's
you know
most
me.
requested.
I came to your yard before.
Who are you?
Me, Snoopy. Listen, if she wants to say she can fuck, what are you gonna say?
This
That's
is
what
what
you're
I'm
always
saying
on a
for
hype
a
about.
The show was originally meant for comedic purposes, but as the jokes went on, it got to a point where some people felt disrespected. One of them was Top 5. You see, sometime after the arrest of Flipper, Snapchat...
Oh, so that's how it led to Boy getting his chain took and they was flushing it, right? Because of that.
Videos were leaked, showing Top 5 during his teen years, possibly younger, dancing with a bra on. The clips went viral, with DJ Snoopy going on live immediately to mock Top 5.
Here say Top 5, I have a little video up on YouTube. I wear a bra. You guys are supporting a man that wears a...
Oh, that's why them dudes got your chain, because of that.
Bro.
It all makes sense now. Nah, that was wild though, bro. What are you doing, bro?
Bad man no dress like girl. Bad man no dress like girl. Bad man no dress like. Bad man no dress like. Bad man no dress like girl.
Them man that fish us.
Big up Snoopy, my nigga. Your
with
chain
the
could have came off you.
Big up
Okay,
Snoopy.
man, everybody watching this. Do you want me to take your chain? Or give us 7 days to take your chain. I promise you your chain.
You want a cookie?
7 days.
Do it.
Do you want to do this? 7 days.
They got that chain though.
Everybody watching this. 7 days, Snoopy's not gonna have his chain. If you agree with me right now. Do you think we can do it?
You want my chain?
You think we can do it?
Do you want to wear my chain?
7 day challenge. Snoopy.
Do you want to wear my
7-day challenge.
Sit on your chain. I'll put on my chain.
Why do you want to read it? Girl, I know if you sit on panting.
Oh, what's that group chat right now? 7 days, Snoopy chain. His chain costs 2,500. I'll pay 10 bands for his chain. Go get it. Go get his chain. It's over for you. It's over. I'm back.
Bad man attack for life, dog.
Pedro activated.
Pedro activated. Hey, yo.
Something told me not to wear my chains to the mall today. Luckily, I didn't. Someone went and got my pendant, man. They got my brother's pendant. So whoever has my brother's pendant, I hope my brother haunts you guys for the rest of your life.
I mean, he's a man of his word, bro.
Oh, let me screenshot.
7 days, he got it in 7 days.
Hold on. Put this in. Somebody's gonna screen record this. Okay.
Man, literally flushed the pendant.
It flushed! It flushed!
Hey,
We flushed
yo.
the chain! It's big! It's big! We flushed. Yo, Mayu, go to a new jeweler. You should have went to Frankie or Rock City or Kalani. I don't know where you got that fucking shit. Flush that shit. Let's go, yo. Anytime DJ Snoopy's outside, take another chain. You fucking twerp. Pedro activated.
2020 was clearly off to a hot start for Top 5 and the GGs, but the chaos still wasn't over, as 2 months after the chain-snatching incident, Top 5 would pull his wildest stunt to date, making headlines across the city.
Which one? Which one? Which one? Oh, when he stopped the highway? I ain't gonna lie, he might be the first one to ever do that, bro. I don't know. I've seen people do it, but like after. I think my son might be a trendsetter with the whole stopping on the highway. No, but didn't Nipsey do some shit like that too? And yeah, I think Nipsey did some shit like that first. See, sometimes you gotta slow down. You gotta slow down, correct yourself.
Top 5 certainly didn't win many fans this particular day when he brought several lanes of Highway 401 to a standstill just to film a music video.
I know
Highway
people was tight. They trying to get home after work.
Busiest highway, surpassing both the Santa Monica Freeway in Los Angeles and the Atlanta stretch of Interstate 75 in both volume and average daily traffic. Serving as the backdrop for Top 5's freeway performance was the infamous
My son broke so many traffic laws.
The scene of a gunfight
not even
just
funny.
a few days prior to filming. Constable Lauren Ball of Ontario's provincial police told reporters, "It's never a wise idea to impede traffic on any roadway, especially Canada's busiest highway."
I mean, you could cause
Top
accidents.
5 was
Let's be
subsequently
real.
charged with mischief by the Ontario Provincial Police for the stunt.
I ain't trying to make a TikTok.
I'm trying to get an
Came to
op
capturing
shot.
the
That's my
moment.
shit.
Top 5 clearly did it the best. Just 3 days after making headlines across Toronto for the highway stunt, he would drop the song Steppers, featuring
I ain't
3
gonna lie, Steppers is a tune, bro. It's one of my favorite joints he did, bro.
French. It broke 100,000 views overnight, but what really caught the eye of the scene was the song he would release just 2 months later. Sitting at almost 4 million views, Heard of Me sent shock waves throughout the scene as many felt it was a diss track towards fallen Regent Park rapper Smoke Dogg. Top 5 wasn't fazed by the backlash. Instead, he fed off it. Soon after the release of Heard of Me, he would go on an Instagram live escapade, trolling any and everybody. His live streams initially became a place where thousands would go to for a couple quick laughs, with some even calling him the 6ix9ine of Toronto, who at the time was locked up on racketeering charges. But as his live stream numbers skyrocketed, many people from outside of the city started to catch wind of his antics, one of them being DJ Academics. The day after Christmas, Academics would go on to host a live stream filled with all sorts of Toronto-based influencers, including Top 5, but due to his lack of knowledge of the scene, he added one of Top 5's many rivals to the call, resulting in one hell of a show.
I'm not gonna lie, you're a real funny guy.
My nigga, I'm out here, my nigga. Where I come from?
Hey, you're out here today. No social media shit today, huh?
I've been out here all fucking year, fam.
Yo,
My whole
listen.
life.
Yo, listen. When I come off of this, I want you to snitch on social media like how you always do, you right?
What do you snitch? What do you mean snitch?
You're a
Yo, my
bitch,
nigga,
and
go
you're a snitch,
shot a
kid.
man for your Legos, my nigga.
You're a snitch, kid.
You got a Legos, fam.
You're a snitch. Your bro
Legos.
died off of a Legos. What the fuck?
JJ just got packed.
Your bro
I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy. You said your bro died off of. That was crazy
That
right
guy's not
there.
a soldier. I'm telling you. Yo, listen. He's not a soldier. How niggas died off of Legos?
Throughout the remainder of the live stream, which
You mean to tell me Act didn't know that these dudes had beef? Come on, bro. This guy knows what he's doing.
was filled with thousands
He
of
knows.
viewers, both Top 5 and Southside Jane and Finch-based rapper Duve would engage in a heated back and forth. Both rappers have been at odds for years, but during the live stream it seemed to have reached its boiling point, with both rappers mocking each other's dead family and friends. Although this may have not been the way he wanted to end the historic year, Top 5 undoubtedly made a statement in 2020, with some regarding it as the year of the man himself. Top 5 amassed millions of views on multiple videos while garnering hundreds of thousands of
2020
fans
was
from
his
around
best
the
year
world.
musically,
With
huh?
Not only his hits, but his impulsive yet calculated social media stunts, Top 5 broke the international barrier, which only a few in Toronto were able to accomplish. But heading into 2021, he would take the internet antics to a whole other level.
Yo, why sell cap? You see this? I won't lie, I think it's boot. I think it's boot, but it's dancing low key. ST and fucking Brady. The man told Money Boy. Let me play what he told you. What he told Money Boy.
Can I make chicken in there?
Oh.
You guys, don't say a word. You personally come get it. I'm gonna give it to you personally. Don't send no bitch. This is man to man shit. Nah, you think I'm fried? Right, what are you talking about, fam? I wouldn't have called you, fam.
If you want to give it back, I have a shorty. We trying to send our scud after us, eh? Yo, my nigga, STM Brady. STM Brady, you were gay. Naughty boy.
It's funny because actually I like Joe Easy's music. I think he actually pretty dope. I didn't even know about that situation. He got robbed or whatever. But, you know, it's like, how do I feel about rappers when they get robbed for chains? I feel like that's something that's happened a lot. I remember 50 had a line said, dudes don't rob. Ain't nobody gonna rob me. I'm down to die for my chain. Like, that's like, back in them days, bro, getting your chain robbed is like you losing your manhood type shit. So I get that point. Nobody wants to get their chain robbed. But it happens. Like, it's like dudes could get caught slipping. Anybody could get caught slipping. Like, it's not, what you gonna do? Like, dude's got a gun on you, bro. Like, just over a chain is not worth dying over. You know what I'm saying? So some people look at it as an L. Some people look at it as what it is, bro. Like, you could get another chain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really look at it like an L. Back then when I was younger, yeah, it was an L. Now that I'm older, I'm like, if you survive, you actually, that's a win. If you live to fight another day, that's a win in my book.
Shout out G41, G41, G41.
At the same time, I ain't going, bro. So I don't give a fuck. Like, I know I ain't giving up nothing, bro. It is what it is. I ain't giving up my iPhone. I ain't giving up shit. So I speak for myself.
That bitch is a bird. She gave money man these guys my old address after I already left. Are you an idiot? What a nerd. Who does that? Who gives the address after someone leaves? You are a bird, bitch. That's why you're lucky you're lucky they didn't kill you because I had a little love for you, dumb bitch. Money man, you are a bird. Are you okay? Did you heal up okay? You fucking nigga, you got shot trying to get close to me. My shooters will go for you.
I know Books is locked up, right? What's he locked up for?
You are a bitch. A bitch kid. The next guy shoots at the building. Chromas had to pay building damages. That's what she started her OnlyFans, to pay her mom back 10 bands. Let's be honest. What do you guys want from my life, bro? Her mom?
From chain snatchings to apparent shootouts, the GGs got...
I ain't gonna lie, man. Chroma's be looking a little fire lately, bro. She look like she could get the bacas, bro. Like,
early, but even with multiple rappers from around the city publicly accusing them of committing such heinous acts, some still weren't hesitant to call them out. One of them was Falstaff-based rapper 9. On January 30th, 9 would diss Foolish by posting a picture of a Shoppers Drug Mart shopping bag. Less than 24 hours later,
dissing
the
his brother
following would occur.
Oh, wait a minute. So, yo, child support. I think you wildin', bro. You're trying to imply that this is the innocent kid that got killed, right? They're trying to say Top 5 has something to do with this. But you're trying to imply that, you know, it was over the situation with Bugs. He made fun of Top 5's brother with the ShopRite bag. So now that I know, anytime I see that bag, that's basically a diss to Top 5 because that's where his brother was at the night that he got killed. I see what you're trying to do, bro. I don't know, man.
Rapper 9. On January 30th, 9 would diss Foolish by posting a picture of a Shoppers Drug Mart shopping bag. Less than 24 hours later, the following would occur. On the evening of January 31st, 20-year-old Hashim Hashi returned home from dinner and was attempting to enter his apartment building's underground parking garage at 40 Falstaff. A vehicle then approached Hashi from behind, while a gunman jumped out the front passenger door. He ran towards Hashi's vehicle and shot him multiple times, killing him instantly. The suspect ran back into the vehicle, which was later found roughly 10 kilometers.
You know what's one of my worst fears, bro, is mistaken identity. Because that kid, from what I learned about, it was a college student, innocent, not in the streets. So it's like, did they assume he was a gang member, or like, was it a mistaken identity? Like, how did they know to target this kid? And it's like, sometimes, bro, that's like a fear. Like, a lot of innocent dudes get caught up because they look like somebody else, or it's a mistaken identity. And I remember in the streets a lot, dudes would be like, yo, you look like this person. I don't want to look like nobody. I look like me, fam. Whoever I look like, I don't know, that person could have did something to you, or you know what I'm saying? Like, Nah, bro, I'm not that person. So mistaken identity is actually a fear of mine.
Kilometers away from the scene of the shooting, burning in Earl Bales Park. Hashim was not involved in any gang activity. He was a second-year student studying accounting at Humber College while working part-time at Pearson Airport. He had a promising future, and he was a very well-respected young man.
That sucks, bro.
About 2 weeks after the
And it's like, bro, like I like Top 5. But if he really had something to do with that, bro, like then it is what it is, bro. You deserve what you get. Anytime anybody that hurts innocent people, bro, like I don't fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like innocent people don't deserve to get caught up in all this bullshit. And it happens too often, which is even crazier. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Top 5, but like come on, bro.
shooting, Toronto police arrested 2 people in connection with the killing. 24-year-old Emmanuel Missa, aka Moneyman GGG, was arrested on February 12th and charged with accessory after the fact to murder and failing to comply with recognizance. The next day, Top 5 was arrested in Windsor and charged with accessory after the fact to murder and failing to comply with probation relating to his driving charges. At the time of his arrest, he was found with a quantity of heroin and fentanyl and subsequently charged with a variety of drug trafficking offenses as well. He would spend no more than a month in jail before his sureties posted $70,000 bail the next month, but under the condition he wear a GPS electronic ankle bracelet and he stays off social media. At his bail hearing, however, Toronto police noted his inflammatory social media posts have provoked real-world feuds and insisted he shouldn't have been let out on bail as he was at high
Yeah, he almost was out on bail, bro. That's crazy.
risk of fleeing the country. Well, fast forward 2 months later, when Top 5 learned his charge was going to be upgraded from accessory to first-degree murder, he cut the GPS ankle bracelet, posted it on social media, and fled his residence. Authorities believed he used false travel documents to enter.
Oh, so y'all, you know what's crazy? Like I had the timeline all wrong. I forgot that's what happened. So he was out on bail, and then they upgraded his charges. So that's not a good sign, bro. When they upgrade your charges, recently with K Flock, they upgraded his charges too to 2 bodies. So that is not a good sign. So they upgraded it to murder. He was accessory. I mean, it's still bad to be charged for some shit like that regardless, but then they upgraded it. And then that's when he went on the run. I remember that shit. He was on the run.
However, Toronto police noted his inflammatory social media posts have provoked real-world feuds.
It's not a good sign at all.
He shouldn't have been let out on bail as he was at high risk of fleeing the country. Well, fast forward 2 months later, when Top 5 learned his charge was going to be upgraded from accessory to first-degree murder, he cut the GPS ankle bracelet, posted it on social media, and fled his residence. Authorities believed he used false travel documents to enter the United States, but still were unable to pinpoint his exact location. Well, that is until he made his return to social media just a week after making his escape.
What the hell you thought? You was Pablo Escobar, bro? You gonna demand to talk to the media?
From the law beginning in April, throughout the course of the next 3 months, Top 5 continued to post on social media without hesitation, even dropping pictures, alluding to the fact he was still in Toronto.
That's
well,
crazy.
He wasn't. He was actually in Los Angeles, where he frequented studios, clubs, and filmed music videos for his new album, Pedro Activated. Judging by the track list, it seems he made the most out of his time on the run, even dropping a song that some would regard as Toronto's most ruthless diss track.
Movie?
That nigga slipping, shot him in the back. And when I'm in the staff, I'm off that clutch back. And when I'm
From Duvy's fallen friend Duvy to Falstaff affiliate Clutch, nobody was off limits. The diss track, now sitting at more than 3 million views, broke 100,000 in less than a day. Not one to pass any opportunity to diss a rival, living or dead.
So wait a minute. Did he drop this video while he was on the run?
5 then posted a graphic crime scene video of Uvi's bloodied body to his Instagram, urging Duvy to quote-unquote, go pick your mans up. And if that wasn't enough, Top 5 and his new friends had a few words for Clutch and even the mayor of Toronto.
Draco, what are we smoking on?
some clutch.
Hey, where the fuck's John Tory? And I still want to have my fucking dinner with you, little. Like, the fuck, you thinking me I'm a joke? Toronto's fucking mine. All you blogs, look, Toronto's fucking mine. I'm in the studio working
Bro, you're going live, bro. Like, they can't pinpoint where you at.
on this fucking album.
That's crazy.
We're working. Hennessy, John Tory, Henny, and pussy when you're around me. Put the Henny, hold on. I don't even drink, but it's for John Tory.
He was living his best life on the run, bro. That's the crazy shit. Man's lived his best life.
I'm gonna show how goofy you guys are. Fam, they won't give me a badge. The niggas with badges are trying to come for me. They're trying to arrest me. They're framing me.
Oh, the guys with badges.
Yeah, they're framing me, and then they want to make me. They make me look like an animal, a tiger for the internet. I'm not no fucking tiger. I have a fucking family. Tekashi vibes. How I got arrested? You know, listen. I would never snitch because there's nothing to snitch about, and I'll never ever be a snitch. I'm not part of no crimes, nothing. I'm not with the shits. Everything you guys see is cap.
You're a good youth.
Clutch dead. Your Clutch is talking to God right now, telling him how I'm a piece of shit.
Top 5's race lasted for nearly 7 months before the law caught up to him. On October 7th, he made his way to a Burger King in the Los Angeles area, and while there, officers from multiple enforcement agencies stormed the fast food establishment and arrested him at gunpoint. When speaking to him, he told me that he remembered what they did to George Floyd and simply surrendered without hesitation. He spent the next 4 months in an LA jail before he was extradited back to Toronto in February of 2022. He was transferred to Sudbury Jail soon after his arrival, where he spends the majority of his time praying. I think it's safe to say Top 5 has cemented himself as a legend in Toronto's rap game. He's had a crazy career full of ups and downs, but has always stayed true to himself, which is what has helped him stay relevant for all these years.
All right, that's the end, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was probably like the best Tales of Toronto so far, bro. Because that boy's life was literally like a movie. All the shit that he been through. I have a better understanding of him. It was just like he said, he is a legend, bro. I feel like he is a legend in Toronto. I know there's gonna be some people that's mad that I say that, but it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always facts over feelings, and the numbers don't lie. The shit that he did doesn't lie. You know what I'm saying? And he has so many features with so many artists. Like, I mean, he probably could have actually went mainstream. Not mainstream, but like he probably could have transferred over into the States just because of how popular he is. I felt like he could have made a name for himself. You know what I'm saying? He was already doing these songs with G Herbo, Asian Doll, a bunch of artists, Nardo Wick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he probably could have made some noise, but let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens with this case. Y'all let me know your thoughts about this. If you enjoyed this reaction, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Dollars.
For my time goes by, they gon' raise a nigga jersey in the sky. Treat a nigga right, big dreaming on my life. Shorty wanna get some air, I go and get her when I fly. Taking off on these niggas I retire. The minute I catch fire, I smoked them all before, just revisiting the high.